that you could share with the committee?
At my disposal, no, but I could fetch out, yes. I could fetch out, but I don't have any at
Um,
my disposal. Yeah.
I just want us to be specific here, simply because um, during your testimony,
Yes.
you did share a very relevant document with the council and also with the committee. That
Okay.
is the list of staff that you were working with during the sales.
Yes.
Exactly. Do you have any other document aside from that specific document in relation to the work of the Jammeh Commission?
Well, I could fetch out from a colleague, yes, if needed. But for me, I don't have. But I believe I could fetch it out from a colleague.
Okay, we can progress.
Thank you.
Aside from being the deputy or the assistant secretary to the Jammeh Commission, then, what other role do you play, or do you want to be recognized as, more especially during the sales?
Well, for the sales, my role was simple. I was just there for supervision. Make sure to make sure everything, is run smoothly, and I have the final bill of sales to endorse it with the commission's signature stamp. Yes, they're not sell. That's it.
Supervisory.
Excuse me.
I said, meaning your role was a supervisory role.
Yes.
So, what will you make up to the idea that having part of your team members also buying some of the vehicles? What would be your take on that?
Well, like I said, like I alluded to council, uh, there was no specific policy, limiting buyers as long as you meet the criteria. So I did make that clear. But personally, for me, the reason why I did not tolerate into buying any items or whatsoever was, yes, I just don't want to be faulted with conflict of interest, personally.
Absolutely. But don't you think it was equally your responsibility to ensure your colleagues that you were working with, that you were actually supervising, not to be conflicted in any way?
Well, yeah, you might be right to a certain degree. Yes, I'm not gonna condone that.
Now, I don't want you to refer to it as I may be right in certain situations. You are really free to say if I am wrong or if I am right. I just want some specific answers. The fact that I am asking specific questions. Is it right to have your colleagues that you were supervising also buying in the process of the auction?
Honorable, the word right, you said, was it right? Something, there might be instances where it is not morally right, but there is no legal, you know, uh, there is no legal bondage that will exempt them from like buying whatever they want. But morally, I quite agree with you.
If you look at the Auctioneers Act, Cap 526, it might not be really illegal, but it might be irregular or conflicting to have someone working with the auctioneer to actually buy an item either for himself or on behalf of the auction. And as you were you were having that supervisory role, in the other hand, I would seem to be affiliated as an auction, considering the fact that you were involved in the sales process.
Yes, I agree with you. That's right.
Thank you. I think we can progress. I need clarity about a garage you mentioned during your submission. Even though the council took you through it, but then it seems the specific location is not yet been established with you, and it would be important to establish this specific garage. That is the garage around Carnathan that you said some sales were conducted. Can you be specific in terms of where exactly this garage is located?
Yes, I agree with council. I think it is in Joshua. It is in Joshua because it is pretty close to the GTTI. So it is in Joshua.
Will it be right to say it is in Kanisi Nyambai instead of Joshua? That is the industrial area.
Yes, it is within the industrial area. Yes, it is within the industrial area.
Anything instead of Joshua. I think it's just the road from Joshua that will lead you to the area. My next question is, during the sales at this specific garage, on top of your head, can you recall how many vehicles were at this specific site? Just if you can give numbers of head in terms of your understanding.
It's going to be tough to peg a number, but yeah, it was quite a lot. I would say.
It was quite a lot.
Yeah, I would say it was more than 10 or 15. It was more than that.
Will it be up to 40 vehicles?
40, possibly. I will not rule that out.
It could be up to 40 vehicles.
Yes, I will not rule that out. Yes, because it was a big garage.
And the whole garage was full of vehicles, or a space could be realized.
Yes, it was full of mostly scrap vehicles or used vehicles. Yes, it was.
Now let's just say vehicles, because it will be also dangerous to refer to these vehicles as scrap vehicles when they are not certified as scrap vehicles.
But the reason why I attach it with the word scrap, or maybe that might be the remark that was being indicative on the document that was at our disposal.
By the valuator.
Yes.
So meaning all those vehicles are currently situated around Joshua were scrap?
Well, no, I'm not going to categorically qualify all. No.
So, meaning it is just part of those vehicles that were scraps, right?
Yes. I will.
And how much number can you suggest to say could be scrapped?
I would say maybe 70, maybe 70%, 75. They're not in a good running condition. They were faults.
So you want to say about 75% of the vehicles were scrapped?
They were, yeah. It depends on what we qualified as scrap, but they were like major faults.
No, in terms of what you qualify, in fact, is what I am referring to. What you qualify as scrap, you want to say in terms of numbers, it represents about 75%.
Yeah, 70 to 75, yes.
Mr. Bojang, I would definitely need a specific answer on this.
Yes, Honorable.
Who actually prepares the sales report of the vehicles?
The sales report of the vehicle, well, It was a joint comprehensive report. So I will take the liberty to say myself and Ms. Fadrame.
Yourself and Ms. Fatu Drake.
Yes.
So, meaning if there are any discrepancies in that list, would that error be made by you and Fatu Drake? Or do you think there could be alterations in the report?
Because
I'm listening to your answers.
yes, I'm just thinking, before giving you any definite answer. You know how the secretariat works. We have the typists, so we will take the responsibility of team leaders that embarked on these various activities. Yes, and the input, the comprehensive report was done by us, but it was the typist, the secretary that compiled and put it in a finished product. But the responsibility or the content of the report, yes, we will take that responsibility, myself and Ms. Fadra.
If I may ask again, with the inputs that were typed by the secretary, if that would be the right word for one to refer to, the inputs that she inserted, who gave him or her those inputs?
Well, that will be us, myself, and my colleague, Ms. Fadra.
Correct to say the information found in the sales report is accurate for the fact that it represents your views.
Well, yes, because during the time that the report was submitted, it was, to my knowledge, it was tallied with the inventory that we had. So that's why I'm just surprised with the evidence that council is presenting, quite kind of baffled me. So, but it occurred to me when we were delivering the report, it was, it was aligned.
Mr. Boyer, do you have a copy or a draft of the original sales report that you submitted to the commission for the secretary to input?
Me personally, no, I don't. I don't have it.
Mr. Boyer, what do you think should make us believe that the name Kebba Bojang found on MOJ 8 is not you?
Because I believe in the comprehensive buyers list, their contact numbers should be there, I believe, so that you can reach out to that individual. But I could categorically make it clear that that guy is not me. That Kebba Bojang is not me.
So on the same list, the name Mustafa Abdurrahman Joe, will that be the optional?
It's possible.
It's
Because
possible.
yeah, it's possible. I cannot speak on other other people. I could only ascertain mine.
No, because you were supervising the process. You should know who buy and who don't buy Kebba. Let's not drag this matter.
Yes, I agree.
And we are engaging you for the fact that we believe you could be in a position to help us get the facts.
Yes, I understand that. That's
And
correct.
for me, I don't think it will in any way make sense to say you have some of these people on a list that you authored and with people that you have worked with, and you still want to tell us that you don't know whether they buy.
Well,
When you were playing a supervisory role, COVID and reason better.
yes, I quite agree. But it's been a while. It's been like 8 years ago. So there's going to be a little bit of challenges to recall everything. That's why I did not put any definitive answer to those individuals.
Dr. Bojang,
Yes.
are you telling me that a list that you author, if you see certain names, they cannot click anything on your mind? Let's look at the issue of Anthumana Kebba. I think you worked with him during the sales.
Yes, I remember Mr. Kebba. Yes.
And what will you make to say he formed on the list of buys? When you were putting up the list, was there not in any case you came across of these names that you were familiar?
Excuse me. No. Honorable, in Gambia, culturally, there are a lot of similarity with names. So it's just going to be very, very challenging for me to accept or
Mr. Boja,
clearly, yes.
Farmer Cheriba was before us some weeks ago.
Okay.
And he agreed to say he bought a Belfort for $3,000.
Okay.
And you are here telling us that you don't know whether they buy or not, and when you were actually supervising the process. And not only supervising the process, but also responsible to put a report together and submit.
Yes. That's why my answer to council was that
No,
yes.
now, sorry, Mr. Bojang, let me say this. Now, let's take the issue of council out. Now it's me asking you. So let's rule the issue of council out, because the reason why I am asking is because council couldn't really get the best answer out of you. This is why I'm seeking for a clarity, because my belief is we should be able to get the correct answers from your end, because we have all the information. It's not about we don't have it. All that we want to do is to confirm with you. And I wish you will really provide us with the right answers at your own convenience, which in my assumption you are not doing.
Honorable, I beg to differ. I'm definitely answering on the basis of my ability, how I could recall things, how they occurred.
Okay, fine. The committee will determine that, including if you yourself actually bought anything during the process, because your name appeared and now you are suggesting that that could be a different guy bearing your name.
For that one, with all certainty, yes, that guy is not me. With all certainty, I have no iota of doubt.
Okay, just a final one around the sales. In the process of the sales, I understand that the staff of the accountant general were issuing the receipts.
That's correct.
Specifically, what role were you playing?
Like I said,
in terms of documentation or record keeping?
We were issuing out a bill of sale.
Okay.
Yes, that was what we were doing. Like, if a buyer purchases an item, and then they go to the cashiers and make their payment, and they will be issued a receipt. Upon receiving that receipt, they will come to me as a supervisor. There is a bill of sale which has my signature and the auctioneer's signature and then the buyer's signature.
So in that process, do you obtain contact numbers for buyers?
That's what I'm not sure of. That's what I am not sure of. Whether we were taking down their numbers. I wasn't. I'm not sure of that.
Mr. Bojang, it seems you are never clear with things that are almost against you. You can only recall things that are in your favor.
No, counsel. No, look at me calling you counsel. Sorry. No, it's not that honorable. It's not that.
Seriously, is the fact. If you can recall on that specific or on that particular form that there is a specific portion where you sign and where you endorse, you should be in a position for the purpose of accountability. Tell this committee what other details were you obtaining from buyers. Because you know very well you were dealing with public assets or public properties, and as such, they must be accounted for. Therefore, I want to be with the belief that you must put in mechanisms that will help you to account for the sales. So as such, you should be able to be in a position, Mr. Bojang, to determine whether contact numbers for buyers were obtained or not. And let me ask once again, were you able to obtain contact numbers or addresses for buyers whilst you were supervising?
I cannot ascertain that. I cannot confirm that. None denied. What I can do is, I could try and fetch out whether we'll have a sample of the bill of sale that will be able to assist or guide us whether their contact numbers were indicative. But as far as I'm concerned, I know that signature person were there for myself as a supervisor and for the auctioneer and for the buyer. For those
okay, now,
signature parts, yes, I'm certain on that.
Now I will make life very easy for you and give you a task.
Okay.
I will make an application through the chairperson that you provide this committee with all documents around the sales of the vehicles and tractors.
Okay, noted.
You can engage with your colleagues to provide us with this information by next week, Monday.
Noted.
Do you know any Bojang, by the way, Kebba?
No, absolutely not.
You know no Bojang?
No.
Okay. Also, in your statement that you submitted to the investigators, you talked about the luxury cars, that you have never participated in the sales of luxury cars. If I may ask, was there at any point that you put an eye on those luxury cars in the execution of your duties?
No, certainly no.
Certainly no.
Yes.
Good. Mr. William, which bank were you banking with from 2017 or from 2018 to 2020 in the Gambia whilst you were working with the Jammeh Commission?
Standard Chartered Bank.
You were only banking with Standard Chartered, no one bank?
I know my current bank account was Standard Chartered Bank. And maybe Trust Bank. I'm not sure. I said my current account was with Standard Chartered Bank, and
Your
maybe with
current,
Trust Bank. Yeah, current account was Standard Chartered Bank.
so meaning you have two accounts, right, in your name?
Yes, if possible, yes. If I could remember.
But I think you should know some of these things, Mr. Bojang. Let's,
Yeah,
for me,
yeah.
I'm seeing you
If I
as
could
someone
remember,
very, very good. Now, let me say this. Let me say this, please. From the start of things, I definitely view you as a very cooperative witness. However, I also noticed from your submissions that you have not been consistent in terms of your flow of testimony, more especially with things that you smell are not favorable to you. Let me repeat myself. How many accounts do you do when you were working with the Jammeh Commission?
I would say two. I would say two because for certain that I know that my current account bank was with Standard Chartered Bank. So I have a record. I have a banking account with Trust Bank since I think Trust Bank, because when I was attending the university, I was doing my payment through Trust Bank. So I believe yes.
So the two accounts you hold is Trust Bank and Standard Chartered, right?
Yes, I did not bank with any other bank. I don't think so.
Do you do savings with any of the credit unions?
No, absolutely no.
Absolutely no.
Yes.
These two accounts, you should still have the account numbers with you, right?
No, sir. No, no, honorable.
No, Honorable.
Yes.
What have gone wrong with the account numbers?
Yes, I've just not been using them. They've been abandoned since when I left Gambia, especially for my current saving account.
So, meaning the accounts are dormant as we speak.
Yes, I believe so. I think that's
But
the
you
right
should
word.
be in a position to provide the account numbers in case the committee is of interest.
Yes, I think so. If I try to reach out to the bank authorities in those various banks, yes, I believe so.
Chair, to start with, I would like you to write down those two account numbers
I don't. I don't.
at your convenience. Let me just laugh. I didn't complete my request yet. And share those two account numbers with the investigators. I think you will have a line of contact.
Okay. My response to that is like I alluded earlier. I have to reach out to the authority because I cannot remember those account numbers. But maybe if I reach out to the bank authorities, yeah, I will be able to guide
Yeah.
in that.
Kebba, anytime you remember the number from now against tomorrow, the numbers, kindly share it with your line of communication at the level of the committee. And also, I want to apply that for Kebba Bojang's bank statement with Standard Chartered and Trust Bank to be obtained from December 2017 to December 2020. Chair, with your permission.
Like he said, it provides.
Yeah, exactly. So, Kebba,
Yes, Honorable.
I'm giving you until on Friday to provide us with these two account numbers.
Okay, we'll try and do that.
And then the committee will leverage to obtain your statements of accounts. And we will in fact appreciate if you can provide us with the statements of your accounts within those prescribed dates.
Okay, I will try and work on that.
Was Musa Job part of your driver? You
We
can
don't
look
have
at the
Musa
list you
Job.
shared. Just check on the list you shared this morning whether you will find any name Musa Job.
Yes, I've seen Musa Job here in the list in the under the Oxina category.
As a driver, right?
I don't even know whether he's a driver or not because I know that we only have two Oxinas. So this might be a typo or something.
Mr. Bojang, you shared this list with us, and I can clearly see on the list Musa Job been captured as one of the drivers. And you are still telling me you are not clear about that. What are you trying?
No, what I'm saying is on the list that I have here, his
Yes.
name is stated under Oxina, not driver. I don't know which one you're talking about.
Okay, you're right. He's been captured as an auctioneer. You're quite right. Okay. That is fine. What will you make up to the idea that he was also, or he also bought two things in the auction?
The Musa Job individual. I cannot remember this Musa Job's name here. I don't know whether they were whether the typists wanted to write Mustafa Abdurrahman Job and then duplicate with Musa. I cannot remember Musa Job having a Musa Job on the team.
No, the Mustafa Abdurrahman Job, you know how it is like. That the same Mustafa Abdurrahman Job have almost 5 names. From Abdurrahman A.R. Job to Mustafa A.R. Job. I don't know how were you. Let me in fact ask you this. When this sales list was, do you take time to make a proofreading on the report of the sales? Because you kept saying this is a typo error, typo error, typo error. That one is a simple question.
Yes,
Have you done a proofreading on the report or on the sales report of the vehicles and tractors before submitting it to the commission?
For the activity report, or you referring to the general compilation of the report.
Being it generally, being it what specifically, I meant the sales report of the vehicles that you supervise, that you audit, and that you endorse as a supervisor. After, when the secretary typed the report, do you take time to go through this report?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, I believe so.
So
I've read it.
when you were doing the proofreading, were you not able to see those errors that are emerging now?
I would say no at that time because these provisions that I just sent you, I don't think these were captured in our previous report, the activity report that was sent. Because I have a copy of the activity report, but I don't think names were entailed to it. It was just a comprehensive summary of the activities.
Yes, Kebba. Yeah,
yes,
Kebba. Mr. Bojang, if you have done a proofreading on the report, I believe you should be able to identify the gaps. And you have clearly stated that you have done that part, that is the proofreading. Are you telling me that your actions were more related to fraud by inputting names and figures that are not accurate on the sales list?
No, you're referring to. I think we are referring to two different documents. I'm talking about.
Let me be clear. I am referring to the sales list prepared by you, Kebba, and Ms. Ramatullah Shah.
No, Fadrame.
Sorry, Ms. Batudrame, exactly. Yeah. It's the very report I am referring to, no other report. Have you done a proofreading on this specific report?
Yes, I believe so.
You did. In that process, were you able to identify the gap or not?
As per the comprehensive report, yes. As per the annexures, oh yes, that one I cannot.
In the comprehensive report, can you tell this committee what were the gaps that you found?
Yeah,
because you said you did with the general report and you found gaps in a specific way, very specific gaps that you found.
Are you talking about during the activities?
I'm talking about the report because Kebba, let me be very much clear here. I am seeing over 8 names of your team members, including yourself, as buyers.
But I did make it clear to you that
even the auctioneers were buying.
Sorry, Honorable, I did make it. Okay.
Allow me to speak. Okay. The list we have, even the auctioneers were captured to be buyers, not just the auctioneers, including the securities, including the accountants from the AG office, including the vehicle control, you name it, almost every other person that have participated in the sales process, his or her name is being captured as a buyer. And you are still telling me you cannot remember whether they bought or not.
Well,
especially on a report, that you have authored. You cannot tell me you were not familiar with those names.
Honorable, I'm still sticking to my argument. I make it categorically clear that name Kebba Bojang, that one, it's not me. So I'm still gonna make emphasis on that one. For the record. He is not. Are you there? Yes.
Yes. It was a technical issue. I didn't get your response with regards to my question.
Yes. What I was saying is, my certainty was that name Kebba Bojang, that's not him. So I could definitely, let you know that, and I will keep on making emphasis on that one. Okay, but I will not deny. I will not deny. I either accept or deny whether the other names that you mentioned are on the team and then they did purchase. I will not deny or accept that. Your line is breaking. I can hear you.
I said, can I share a scenario with you?
Okay.
You know, when Mr. Sediba was before us, I asked him similar question against his name with regard to buying a Bedford head.
Yeah.
He denied. And by extension, in fact, had said to me, for example, if you go to Farafenye, you may find a lot of lambing dibbers there. So he said that name Sediba Famara Sediba could be a similar name of him. So is it that you are also trying to make us believe in the same way?
Absolutely not, Honorable. Absolutely
Okay,
not.
now let's forget about yourself. It's good that that one is not you. I wouldn't agree or disagree. But what about the other names? The likes of Abdurrahman, Kebba, one thing you have to understand is some of these people we have interacted with them. And they were bold enough to tell us the truth. And to validate that would be for you as a supervisor to also add your voice on that.
Yes, that's why, Honorable, I'm trying to explain to you. Okay, so
and having all of these names that you have worked with, and you prepared the report, and you are still telling me that you didn't know that, or it might not really be that, you are not sure, then why were you in fact at the sales point?
Well, to document and then, yeah, I was there to document. Like I alluded earlier, I was there to make sure, the process is done in due process and items were sold accordingly.
Finally, was the entire process done in a due process?
Absolutely, yes. It was a public auction, yes. An open.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, it was an open. The process was absolutely clear.
It was absolutely clear, even though you have part of your team members who were conflicted in the process.
Well, I think we have reiterated on that, both you and I, when I mentioned that it could be an irregularity, morally wrong, but I did not see it like
Even though,
any.
even though you were calling a commission to bargain on the prices against the valuation report, you call that a due process?
Well, like I said, that must be an instant, maybe one or two, when we call the commission, to make sure, like, to get a directive from them with regards to maybe a low bid, a bid that haven't met the reserve price.
I want to believe that you can recall
So that's
on
just one
which
of.
behalf you are calling to bargain the prices.
I cannot recall, honestly. I think I don't want to mention council again, because council did ask me the same question. I cannot remember that specific instant, honestly.
The reason why I ask is to give you a chance in case anything that you don't recall from what council was asking you, maybe you could recall it during our interactions.
Yes,
But,
you're right, and I appreciate
it
that.
seems
I just can't recall, honestly. I appreciate that endeavor that you're doing by giving me another chance where I could remember. But
and
as I
Kebba,
said,
please create time and reconcile these activities and try to recall some of these things. As a brother, this is just an advice
okay,
from my end.
noted. I will definitely try my best. Thank you.
Yes, otherwise, you know, we work on the basis of evidence.
Thank you.
And thank you for your time.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, one more number. Not the full one. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Yes, Thomas.
Thomas, how are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
And see, council was trying to make sure we start from the very back today. But that's not really
Very true.
okay. Yes, sir. Just to depart from the conversation we had with council, did it indicate that when you guys were going, it was Mr. Isaac who prepared you and gave you logistics? By preparation, I want to believe that also includes telling you people what your expectations were. To put it through, you keep referencing to a bill of sales. What was a bill of sales? Why did you didn't get the last part of that question? I would say it. Just to cut through the chase.
Come again. It was echoing and there was a loud noise. I didn't hear you.
Okay, but can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Am
Yes,
I
I can
clear?
hear you. Yes.
What I'm saying, what I'm trying to ask here is to understand your role, and then listening to you, you sum it all up in the preparation of the bill of sales. So what does the bill of sales contain?
The bill of sales is a document that endorses that a buyer has, bought an item, and the bill of sales entailed the signature of the commission, staff of the commission, and the auctioneer, and also the buyer.
Okay, staff of the name of the commission, the auctioneer,
And the name of the buyer.
And the buyer,
Does it
yes,
include the sales value? Does the bill of sales include the sales value?
I think I could look for a copy of the bill of sale. I think I have texted a former colleague whether they have the bill of living, and also with the it comes with the commission stamp.
Yes. What I want to know is, does the bill of sales include the sales proceeds? That is the price at which a particular vehicle was sold at. Does it include it?
Bill of sale. Okay. Let me, if you may permit me.
Yes. Yes. A few questions. It's just on it's just on those. Yes.
Okay. I have seen a copy of the bill of sale. If you could allow me, I could share it with one of your staff members so that they could provide you.
But right now, just keep it open. Once I ask you, make reference to it and confirm.
Okay.
Or otherwise. Does it include the sales value of a particular vehicle, that is the bill of sales?
Just a second. No, it doesn't.
Does it include the reserve price of a particular vehicle that is being sold?
No. In summary, the bill of sale, it reads by virtue of the powers yield in the commission to sell vehicle belonging and under investigation of the Jammeh Commission through an order as has been sold to you get the indicative of the buyer's name and address, and you have a signatory pad for the staff of the commission on behalf of the secretary of the commission, and another portion where you have input. That's name of the witness. It doesn't even specific whether it's going to be an auctioneer or anything. The specific term used is name of witness. And at the bottom, at the lower bottom, you have the signature or name of the buyer. Name of the buyer, I think their receipt numbers and serial numbers, I guess. It's kind of blurry though. So, but
Your main responsibility at the points of sales was to really dispatch the bill of sales, right?
yes.
Apart from really dispatching this bill of sales, What else would you ordinarily do during the sales?
Well, just to supervise the auction process.
Tell us. When you say the auction process, what do you mean?
Yes, to know that the auctioneer is following due process on the rules of the auction, like by starting above the.
So which means it was your responsibility to ensure that every item that is sold is in accordance with what? The valuation report, right?
I cannot give a definitive order on that. I know that, like, I was there to make sure when the highest bidder wins a bid and the receipts were issued by the cashiers, and I accompanied the receipt with the bill of sale, and that was it.
So we are really definitive because you were there on the instance of the secretary, Miss
Yes.
And you clearly stated that she briefed you. And on the ground there, you were the most senior person and you were the supervisor.
Yes.
And you clearly stated that your main responsibility there was to ensure that the rules of the auction are followed.
Yes.
So what imperative in that rule is to ensure that the reserve price is respected, right?
Yes, I agree.
So, because why am I saying this? What if the reserve price of an item is $100,000 and the highest bidder pays 5,000? Are you going to sell it?
No, it depends on the circumstances. Yes, I don't think.
No, I'm just asking you, are you going to sell it?
Yeah.
The reserve price is 100,000 and someone pays 5,000. Are you going to sell it?
Logically, no, unless
you are not going to sell it. Not so.
no.
So now tell us, was it your responsibility to ensure that the reserve price of those items was really respected?
Like I said, being on the ground and knowing the context of what has been happening, like how dilapidated or uh, how dilapidated some of these items were. So we have to make a sound judgment decision sometimes, whether to leave it there or to rationally, take
So
them
I
to
don't
the best.
intend to spend too much time here. I think Council have done a good job. So
Okay.
this one was a very simple question. Was it your responsibility to ensure that the reserve price is respected? That have nothing to do with other judgments you will do depending on circumstances.
Yes, I would say yes.
Was that your responsibility?
Yes, I would say yes.
Now, since that's established, let's move that. Now let's go to the basis for your report writing. What was your source document? What were you guys using in the office after the entire process to really formulate your report?
If you say source, what do you mean? It was based on, the jottings that we were doing during the activities, and we ended up, compiling them. Yeah, the details that we were, taking during the activities. So we ended up, making a literature out of it.
Jottings as in what?
So if you say what
I mean is,
yeah,
when the sales was happening, documentations were kept, not so.
yes.
You were really dispatching the bill of sales, not so.
Yes.
That is one source document.
Yes.
I'm not saying you use the bill of sales to prepare your sales report. In simple terms, I'm asking you, what documents do you use as a reference to prepare the sales report?
It might sound, it might right. It might right to say. It might be right to say.
No, Mr. Bojang, you
yes.
did told board council Honorable Jammeh, that yourself and Mr. Jammeh prepared that report.
Yes.
So now we cannot start thinking in hypothesis, okay, or probabilities. We have to be definitive. Tell us which source you used. There was no source, you tell us we didn't have any reference. It cannot be probabilities. You must have definitely used something to produce the report. And that is the simple thing I am asking. What was your reference in the production of the report?
Well, I would say the inventory will be part of it. The inventory that was given to us will be part of the reference that we use to curtail our report.
Yes, the inventory was given to you as a guide.
Yes.
For the sales process, not so. But the inventory would not be a direct product of the sales itself.
I agree.
Am I right to say that?
Yes, you are right.
So from the process of sales, did you guys use any document as a guide in the production of your report? For example, where did you get the receipt numbers from?
Where is it? From the cashiers, because like I mentioned earlier, our team entails cashiers from the accountant general. So they were the one responsible for payment and issuing out receipts.
Did they give you the actual receipt books or did they write the receipt numbers for you and give them?
No, they did not give us a receipt book. I believe they were copies of the receipts. I believe.
No, I want us to be sure. This is your evidence. This is your true recollection of the events that unfolded. So if you must take them in probabilities, that will be difficult. And you did say that you prepared that report. It will be difficult for you to tell us what was your reference in the production. We want to know.
Well, for sure, we might have used the receipts, but it was not the receipt books from like the it was not like the cashiers. They just give us the receipt books. No, they were copies of the receipts that we might have used in order to develop on the report.
Mr. Bojang, did the cashiers give you a copy of the receipts
Yes, I
as your
believe so.
input for the
Yes,
production of the report?
yes, I believe so.
No. You say yes or no, then you can tell us what happened. But if you believe so, tell us what you use. This is what you want to know.
Yes, we were given copies of the receipts.
They,
Yes,
they gave you copies of the receipts.
yes,
These were the duplicates.
yes.
Was it the entire receipt books given to you, or it was something
I
else?
think slips. I think it was slips. Yeah, I think
They gave you slips, and
yes.
those slips are what you used to really produce what? These reports. And finally, what I want to ask is, did you realize that the report you presented, many of the receipt numbers were duplicated? Did you come across them?
The receipt numbers?
And receipt numbers were duplicated, and you had a lot of missing receipts. Did you come across them?
Not to my knowledge. No, not to my knowledge. I'm hearing it for the first time.
Hearing it for the first time. Do you still have the sales report with you? The one you were going through with council?
Yes, I have the virtual one here. Yes.
Just go to the
Excuse
18th. Go to the 18th of January on your sales report.
Just give me a second, please. Yes, I am there on the 18th of January.
On the 18th of January, you are there.
Yes.
Okay. You will pass the first page. On the second
Okay.
page, are you on the second page?
Yes,
Look
I
at the last three numbers. And of particular interest is the receipt number 3565333. Did you see it?
Okay. You mean the last bottom three
Yes.
numbers?
Yes. On the second page of the 18th. Of
Yes, I've
particular
seen it.
interest is the receipt number 3565333. Have you seen it?
Yes, I did.
You did.
Yes, I've seen it. Yes.
After 3565333, what do you have?
3565336.
Which means 334 and 335 are missing. And after 3565336, what do you have?
3565338.
Which means 3565337 is missing. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Go to the 19th. That will be the last one I'll give you. I have more, but as I said, I don't intend for us to be long. Go to the 19th.
Okay, I'm there.
On the 19th, I'll just give
Yes,
you an
I'm
example
there.
of one duplicate receipt number. Look at the third receipt number on the 19th. Can you read that for us?
Receipt number. Just a second.
The third receipt number, which is 3579. Can you read it in full for
501.
us?
501.
501. And the receipt
Yes.
number that follows it, can you read that one for us as well?
3579501. Yeah, it's the same receipt number.
So that's a duplicate, right?
Yes.
Hmm? Okay. Now
Yes.
still on the same on the 19th,
And
the same page
Honorable,
where you are.
Honorable,
Okay,
may
you
I
can
indulge, please?
Yes.
May I indulge, please?
Mhm.
I'm going to say with regards to the receipt numberings, I think that's beyond uh, that's beyond my responsibility. I think it was the accountants that were issuing the receipts.
No, we are not doing the physical verification of the receipt books. We are looking at your report at this level.
Yeah.
And if at all, unless and until you tell us, like you might have made a mistake, but we are taking it as a true reflection. That's why the first thing I asked you was, what was your source in the production of this report? Not so. That was the first question I asked you.
Right.
Yeah, because that would have been our reference. So in the absence of which, and to make it worse that you cannot recall for sure your primary source, what options do we have now, Mr. Buddha? Can you tell us? Since you can't recall, what was your reference or source?
I think it's the receipts right now as that's been indicated in the report.
Now, are you in a position to recall what was your reference in the production of this report? That's the only option you have. If you can recall your reference, then the committee can refer to that. But if you can't recall your reference, then we will hold you accountable to what you've provided to us. And this is your own report. Then I will ask you again, Mr. Bojang, what was the reference used in the production of this report? And answer us this time in definitive terms.
Honestly, I'm trying my best to give you the right answer.
Then let's continue. Let me give you the last inconsistency. And the committee
Okay.
can go from there.
Okay.
Then you may still go down, still on the 19th. Are you on the 19th?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
look at the from the bottom. just around the bottom, do you see the receipt number reading 3579655? Did you see that?
3579655.
And MK45. 3579655.
Are we on
It should be
the
the fifth to last. On the same page there, on the 19th. It should be the fifth to last receipt number.
okay, give me a second.
3579655.
357.
Hyundai MK45. Are you there? On the 19th.
I'm still struggling. Sorry. Just
Okay, now let's start it from the bottom. I can help you.
okay.
On the same page, on the bottom, you have receipt number ending with 661. Have you seen that?
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I was on the wrong page. I was on page 16. Sorry.
No. Go back to the 19th.
Okay, yes. I'm on the right page now.
Then look at the fifth to last receipt number. That should be 3579655. Hyundai MK45. You've seen it?
Yes, I've seen it, yes.
Okay. After the 55, can you read the next receipt number for us?
3579657.
Which means the 56 is missing, huh?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, according to this evidence, yes.
Okay. After the 7, can you read the next receipt number for us?
3579659.
Which means the 58 also is missing.
It is missing, yes.
And there's more than a dozen of these inconsistencies. But I would just like to ask the last question. Did you sign the final report before giving it to Mr. Ramatulai sir for onward transmission to the commissioners?
We sign.
You can't recall.
Yes, I cannot recall whether it was signed. Yeah. Signed?
But you can recall that it was your report. You can recall that you were the ones who made the report, yourself and this
Yes, it was a report. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Kogan. Yeah.
Thank you.
Council, any questions?
Mr. Bojang, just a clarification. You had, in your interaction with your Toma, Mr. or rather, Honorable Kofana, you had mentioned some sales vouchers, or are they sales receipts? Please guide me on what terminology you used.
You mean the bill of sales?
The bill of sales. The bill of sales, was it recorded for every single buyer?
Yes, I believe so, yes, because
There
it comes
should
with...
be a record of every single buyer via the bill of sales.
Yes, because they go hand in hand with the receipts.
43 buyers should be reflected in some way in the bill of sales.
Excuse me, can you come again?
All 43 buyers, all 43 sales rather, will be reflected in the bill of sales.
Yes, it should be. Yes, it should be.
Or was that not done for the tractors? Was that only for the people?
It was, because I believe the standard procedure, was inherited from the previous secretary. I think
Okay.
this was his modus operandi. So we just took it as a continuation.
That's fine. Yeah. You also mentioned that the receipts books or slips were given to you.
Yes, yes. They were copies.
They were copies,
Yes,
not the original.
copies of receipt slips. Yes.
And those were already filled out, or they were given to you to fill out.
No, no, no. They were like a duplicate of the original receipts.
Correct. Back to you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
That's good. So I told you that you didn't want to produce some documents. Did you take them? Did you take them?
You
Did you
been
take note
echoing.
of? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes.
So what I'm asking is, you were ordered to produce some documents,
Yes.
and you agreed that you will produce them before Friday. Is that okay?
Before Friday, today is Tuesday, and hence I'm out of the I will try though. I will try, to get somebody with these two banks. Because if I could remember, I think the documents that I am requested to provide my bank accounts.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Can you read them? Can you read them?
Yes, my bank account. So because I don't know my bank accounts off here. Like I said, since when I left Gambia, those accounts are dormant. So yes, so I will try to reach out to a friend who could, kindly assist me on this,
Okay.
if possible. Yes. Yes, I think those are the two, right? My bank statement, my current bank statement from 2017 to 2020, if I am right. I think that's what
Yes.
Honorable Jammeh requested for.
December 2020, December.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. We just want to tell you that you have what you abide by the rules, so we are able to produce it in this period of time.
Yes, I will try my utmost best.
Or-
In the event that is not, I will communicate. Honestly, I will communicate. I will keep you guys posted.
That's fine. That's fine. So at this point we will release you. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to release you now. Okay. You have a good night. So we
Thank
just
you.
want to put the light. Then yesterday we were for the Attorney General to produce some documents within 24 hours. And I saw the seriousness of this committee when order we want to be sure that people abide by these rules for the order. So the Attorney General was able to fulfill the request, and then we